Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2. Last time, we made it through the forest on the way to the Great Rift. This area is not particularly fun because it deals with ladders, and this is why I cut it out way earlier in the game, because ladders are so damn slow. The last character doesn't even get on the ladder until you're finished. All your other characters have to be off the ladder before they're allowed to go. Now, I'm going to show this once, but there's a bunch of traps here. I guess you would take trap damage from that. Either way, it's a real pain in the ass. So pretty much anytime you're walking through this area, you want to be on the back side of any of the ledges, especially, well, obviously if there's kind of a whole little cavern area beneath. But for the most part, in general, it's just probably best to stay there. Now, we should have some enemies to deal with. And they're still the same enemies we've been fighting forever. So, let's go get that big chest, since that's a reason to actually go into the menu, and I need to do that anyway. Seed of Moves is good, and the man's gear, for, I guess, lack of a better way of naming it. I'm going to give that stuff to you. The headband is pretty much all around better, plus he gets attack, so that's good for him. He's got more than enough move, so I'm actually going to give him this, even though it minus his move, plus I already had 20 up, so that's 25 down, but he moves so damn fast it really doesn't matter, and it gives him more attack, which I like Merrick to have because he's doing a lot of damage with it at this point. Other than that, let's take a quick look and do some powering up at the moment. Let's max out Quake for you. And what about you? I'm actually going to put moves into Howl now because I will probably be using that a little later. And that last point into Hellburner. And I should probably level up some of your stuff. Let's give you that one, and maybe next time we'll work on Lightning. Either way. It's nice that he has some options now at least. Not that I'll probably be using it very much, but it's there. I am going to save most of my special coins for a little bit later. I have kind of a plan of what I want to do with them. Hello. As you may be able to tell from the fact that I don't know why they do this. This kind of looks like it's a dead end. It's not, but if you head back, you don't jump up, you jump back down, which is kind of stupid. But we need to backtrack up here first. As you might expect, the reason why I'm learning such a low-level spell such as Howl is because we're actually going to be able to make use of it. And this is one of the most longest ladders in the game. Very annoying. This one's slightly... Oh, that's just a piss off. Too much talking and not enough paying attention. Yeah, it happens. Once you do that, you can jump down here and then just use the jump down method instead of bothering to go all the way this way or that way on the stupid ladder. But yeah, like I was saying, Howl is going to actually be useful on some of the enemies coming up. Not that, you know, we specifically need a weak one, it's just a way of preserving MP. You can fall down there too, so just kind of be aware of that. Chances are I'll be fighting those birds. They give good magic coins, and I'm going to need those. But you do need to push this boulder before you can go down. I could have gone down to show off why, but the path is kind of blocked off there, even though it's hard to tell what it really looks like. And yeah. The other thing is the little mantis guys. They don't always die with one tremor, so use your other party members to kind of clean them up. Okay, I'm going to show this because I don't think I've ever seen this before. All three bells, and all three bells. I swear, I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is nuts.
Oh, hidden wind of heaven, become my blade!
And of course, Merrick's actually somewhat interesting. Wow, that did crap damage. Are they not weak to that?
Use wind. Dance.
They're supposed to be weak to wind. Okay, it's just he has crap magic stat. Gotcha.
We shall be safe ahead.
Seed of Swift. You know what? That is very lucky. Wow. Okay, I would like to keep that. Thank you very much. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is nuts. All right. Unfortunately, camera angle does not give you a whole lot of options right about now. Okay. Oh, nice long ladder again. Yay for long ladders. Yeah. Sometimes she won't even start moving until she's already, everyone's already off. Sometimes not. Okay. Now, I will backtrack up out of this ladder off screen because more ladders. Over here, I believe we just have to push a... Would you hurry up, Tio? Yeah, we just push this boulder. I will meet you up there in a moment. Okay, this is the ladder we came down beforehand. I do note that that's not the right way. I don't know really why there's a path there, because you have to go back here anyway, but okay, that's fine. And yes, we have to go up more ladders. It's almost like Final Fantasy VIII. So, what was that? One area in the depths of the garden or something like that? Way too many ladders. Okay, as you can see by this platform, it's going to fall. So, we're going to do that to avoid having to go up the ladder, down the ladder again. I think it's faster. I think that fall damage or the hit damage from the rocks does something, but it's not even noticeable because I never really notice it. In fact, it does no fall damage because, let's see here. I am still at full HP with, I think, all of my characters from the time we started the episode. I haven't been hit yet. Yeah, that sounds about right. And we want to go up another ladder. And we want to push this. It'd be nice if this one was just like a step up instead of a little tiny ladder like that. But unfortunately, no, we get to deal with this. I do find this area rather interesting, though, because we're only in part 1 of the Great Rift, and this is kind of a mountainous area. And when we're done with this, we actually move into a completely different type of area. You want to take the top path first, I believe. Yes. And that's a vaccine, which I bought like 10 of and still haven't used yet. So I guess enemies around here probably do use it, since we're getting them even in the area now. Oh, I think this is an empty area. Yes, it is. Okay. I have to explore everything. Otherwise, I think I'm going to forget something. There we go. And yeah, after clearing this area, we move into the Rift Part 2, which isn't the same type of force we've seen, but it's a different, kind of reminiscent of the beginning of the game, really, in the type of areas we saw right at the start. I turn the Foley down too. Jeez. Every time you go through these, at least in my headphones, it sounds really loud. I've turned down the special effects specifically for this this episode because I remembered how loud these things were, but it doesn't seem to have helped. Also note that if you stand in here, for a while, when I was in the menu, it would stay that sound going on over and over and over again, which is not a lot of fun, especially considering how loud it is. Jeez. All right, let's see, what can we do around here? I believe there's an item poking around. Okay, so while I was killing those guys, I went off and I took out all of the other enemies on this particular screen because they're all repeats. Do note, if you want to farm those Seeds of Swift, which are the ones that give you agility, not move, so the good ones, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, not that way. They appear in groups of 6 around here, so if they don't have at least one bird with 3 bells, which seems to be really rare, which is why finding 3 of them with 3 bells was insane, then just feel free to run away and go back in and see if you can get a better shot at her. Remember, when trying to fight those guys, or any flying enemy really, that you don't want to be in a position where they can back attack you, so you want to stay still. Just kind of approach them slowly and wait for them to come to you, because otherwise you're not going to have a good time of it. They very easily surround you and they can do a lot of damage. Though it's funny when 6 of them surround you and you have all the enemies going after Tia, where she counters all of them, even, while they miss her. So that's rather funny. But there we get a discus for her, which I don't think is any better than what I have, but I will take a look anyway. No, not items, equiption. Thank you. It's not, and, well, it's effective on bugs and crustaceans, which we're about to run into some more of, but, nah, I don't do a lot of normal attacks anyway. Not that the HP restoration is of any real value, but This is what I was saying about how much I like this area. We go from a mountain to a forest and a field to a desert. And then we have new enemies. These guys are important to fight. Not really, it doesn't really matter. They have a good drop. They are, what are they called? They're called desert divers. They're weak to wind, strong against fire, and earth, obviously, since they're in earth. Crackling does well against them, as does wind text. This is one of the main reasons why I decided to learn Howl. There's actually a grinding point coming up where you can do some grinding against these guys, and there are multiple reasons for this, but basically they just are all around great to grind against. And they die pretty easily. They are quite weak to wind, so unfortunately, because Howl Slash is on an angle, it's a line instead of a circle, a lot of the time you won't be able to hit all of them. But if you can hit 5 out of the 6, then your other characters can mop up the last one pretty easily. But take a look at all those points for that fight, both special coins and magic coins, plus they give a lot of gold, and we haven't even seen their rare drop yet, which isn't really all that rare. In my testing, I got 4 in one battle of 6 enemies. I was thinking about maybe taking that that file and then, you know, saving that one, doing my run through to this point, and then using that, but it didn't really work out. Let's see here. Boom can usually take them out.
Wait, 8,071.
But if you're going to do some grinding, I would recommend you make a switch with the mana egg that Ryudo has and give him something else. Either the Mist Egg or the Soul Egg that Merrick has, because
worthy of my notice.
they are strong against both of the elemental attacks that Ryudo has access to, other than, well, actually, no, Ryudo can still use Crackling, it just uses too much MP. So you could use one of those eggs and use a wind attack instead. But they drop Revival Gems, which sell, I think, for like 2,500 or 1,200 or something like that. It is a great place to get money, and I will actually be doing a little bit of grinding at a slightly later point, because there's a very good opportunity to do it. But before we do any of that, time for a cutscene. But yeah, it's really cool how we go from one area to another to a completely different location. It's actually rather interesting, and it's rare for this game to do that. Normally, you're in a forest for the entire dungeon until you move on. What is your plan there, Rito? Stupid plan. Very stupid plan. I don't know why you just ran into a windstorm and thought that that was going to work. Of course, wind doesn't actually work like this, but video game logic, why not? It's only wind. You just slaughtered some enemies with wind. What are you talking about? Oh, Tio's running off. Those kind of look familiar. Damn. Now, the music is good, and it definitely accentuates the mood that we should be feeling here. But the static in the background, or lightning, or whatever that sound effect is, and the fact that it just jumps out of nowhere instead of kind of slowly gets louder, you know, the fade in effect, I think that would have made the scene a lot more powerful, because just throwing it there, it seems almost as if the disc turned enough for the laser move to the right spot to find it, which in this case doesn't actually happen, but, you know, on the Dreamcast version it would have. It just seems kind of weird that, you know, it would be so abrupt, and it just doesn't work as far as I'm concerned. I wish I could like the scene more. They're automatons. That's their job. Can't go against programming. Demon's Lodge. Awesome name for a dungeon. I don't know how they got this name, but sure, okay. Then we go there. But yeah, I wish that scene could be more powerful. It's not. It's kind of unfortunate. There's nothing around here until we finally make it all the way over here. There's more desert over there, but there's no items, no enemies, so don't worry about that. Okay, I cleared this little section, which has, I believe, 5 or 6 of those same enemies, the desert divers. And it also contains an energy ring, which I'll look at in a minute. Some money. And serpentine. Serpentine is pretty good. Demon's Law. Let's head in here real quick, and then I will show you my little plan for grinding, which I will be doing off screen. We got the red birdstone. I don't remember what that does. A phoenix. I don't remember what that does. Panacea or Panacea or however you say that. I don't know. That is, what does that have? I think that just cures all status effects or something. Would make sense. Anyway, let's take a quick look here. What did I get? A helmet? Phoenix hat reduces IP slowing, which I don't really need, but I might as well have it over what I have there. So you can have that. Yeah, I'll keep you on confusion resistance. Why not? I don't think anybody uses it. Howl NATO. Not only does it move your characters around, I'll show this off in an episode at some point. When you use the spell, it moves all the enemies, all your characters around. It also can inflict confusion, though not particularly often. Let's see. What else did I get? Was an accessory? Energy ring. Yeah, that's not all that great, really. Black belt. Oh, I forgot it. We got that last time. Don't really need that at the moment, but I will be wanting that on for boss fights. What else did I pick up? I don't remember. Not important. Okay. That guy is a boss. We'll go fight him in a minute. But the point I wanted to make about grinding against those desert divers out here is that it's really easy because all you have to do is zone between 2 separate areas and it respawns them. Now I believe only 3 of them respawn, but I could be wrong. And you just go into the fight. If you're lucky, somebody will have 3 bells, which is really what we're going for here. And you can use any kind of spell you want. Might as well show off Baboom. I haven't shown it off yet. And kind of the point here is you get a decent amount of points and you get a lot of money. And if you want that achievement for holding 250,000 gold all at once, you're probably going to want to do this because as far as I know, this is one of the best areas or one of the best little spots you can grind for money. Baboom is really, really good.
You picked on the wrong people.
Non-elemental damage hits everyone. Lots, high damage. It's great. Okay, so it was my mistake. There was actually 4 of them. I just took them all off there. Basically just kind of showing the process there. If you want to kill them in one shot and with like a spell, let's see here, spells. With boosted only once, Howl with Elena can do it. Let's see, Boom can do it, boosted twice. Baboom, obviously. Something like Howl Slash or Howl NATO can do it. Crackling can do it. And I would guess that you would be just too shy with a Howl Slash, even if it was boosted 50%. So there's that option if you want it, but meh. Obviously, you could use other strong things like Tex, Power Up, such as Sky Dragon Slash, or this one. White Apocalypse. Now that I've learned and mastered both of those are the best 2 tech spells in the game, I'm actually going to be learning something else for them when I get the opportunity. And that will be SP. There are 2 SP increasing spells or skills, and they're both here. I don't think I have enough to do them both now, so I'll do them later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them both up so that I can easily use 2 of them without having to heal MP, even though I'm really close to being able to do it anyway. At least with Ryudo. I think Elena already has enough, but either way, that's kind of the plan going forward. Now, as for this boss, he's not all that difficult from what I recall, but before we fight him, we should probably go and check some stuff. I'm not going to have time to do it here. I did get an item. What was it? Oh, where are you? Oh, yeah, there's 2 of them. the Redbird Stone, which is one enemy. This is Hellburner, which is a spell I haven't even bothered to learn yet because it's single targeting. It's only as powerful as the normal ice spell, Crackle, so I don't really care for it all that much, at least not right now. Serpentine is, I think, the best item that we can eventually buy in the game as far as attacking goes. This hits all enemies, 1500 attack power, really, really powerful, and once I can start buying them, I will probably buy a bunch of them for throwing as items. Other than that, I don't think we need to set up particularly much for the upcoming boss, so I will, yeah, I think we're probably fine. But that's pretty much all the time I have for today, because next time, or well, we just don't have time to fight him today. It'll probably take like 6 minutes or something like that, so anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.